So let me get this right. You've lost somebody in your life. You're going through an extremely difficult time. Grief is kicking your butt. And you're like, hey, how do I get over this? How do I get grief to stop? How do I heal from grief? The answer is this. Grief is a forever thing. It will change forms, it will change courses, and how it affects you daily will change as well. But what I can tell you is that what you can control is your perception on it, is your mindset, is your expectations of yourself. The goal should now change from wanting to heal from grief into learning how to grieve well. Learning how to integrate those losses into your life, how you can create new normals, and how your life can begin to change from what it once was to what it's going to be. That's totally up to you, but there is no quick fix. There is no magical answer. No matter what, that loss will always be with you. And I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but that is the reality. I have been grieving my grandmother's loss for 4 years, and some days it feels like it just happened yesterday. But what I've been able to do is integrate the losses, is to add her more into my life on this side, right? Because the relationship didn't end. And so we also have to understand that the relationship didn't end, it changed forms. It transitioned. So it's no longer a tangible relationship that I can feel and touch and hold on to in that way, but it has now become an intangible. So now it's more of I just speak out loud, or you read things that remind you of that person, or you put pictures out, or you just do small little things along the way to keep the relationship going. The other thing when it comes to wanting to talk to them, right? Like that's tough. But sometimes if you just be still and be quiet, you might actually know the answer to what they would say, because if the relationship was the way that you feel it was, you guys had that connection and that bond, you more than likely probably know what they would say, because something like this probably has happened in your life before. But the key here, guys, is we have to be open. We've got to be open to receiving the message, open to hearing, but open to the possibility that you can begin to feel better. So feeling better and being healed, I believe, are two different things. We got to continue to lean in, grieve, and grow. And also just listen to what our grief is telling us. Ask, be curious about it. But for you to think that you're going to get over, nah, we got to end that thinking. The thought process of thinking that we're going to get over our grief, we're going to be healed from this, we're going to not feel like this. Yeah, the crisis part of it may subside, but that void in your heart is going to be there. So the sooner that we can accept that and be more realistic with our expectations of ourselves and our healing process, we'll be better off, guys. I hope this helped you. I'm J.Nicole, the Grief Bully. As always, love and light. Peace.